February 16, 2003, 6:15 a.m. A security guard walks into the Antwerp Diamond Center carrying 3 hours of sleep and a coffee that's already cold. He's about to discover that the most impenetrable vault in the world has been completely emptied. Over $100 million in diamonds, gone. The door, undamaged. The alarms, silent. The cameras, still recording nothing. But here's what makes this impossible. The vault had 10 layers of security. A lock with 100 million combinations. Infrared heat detectors that sense body warmth from 15 feet away. Seismic sensors that register a heartbeat through concrete. A magnetic field that triggers if broken by even a millimeter. Doppler radar. Motion detectors. A 3-ton steel door. And 24-hour armed guards in a district where police patrol every 200 feet. This vault had never been breached. Ever. Yet 109 safe deposit boxes now hang open like screaming mouths. And the thieves left behind nothing except a few scattered emeralds too small to carry. No fingerprints, no DNA, no trace they were ever there. Well, almost no trace. Because what the guard doesn't know yet, what the police won't discover for weeks, is that the mastermind behind this heist has been sitting in an office directly above this vault for the past 2.5 years. He rented space in the building he planned to rob. He had coffee with the people he planned to destroy. And he learned their secrets one smile at a time. His name is Leonardo Notarbartolo. And he's about to teach the world that the best way to rob a fortress isn't to break in. It's to be invited. But how does a career thief convince diamond traders to trust him? And which microscopic mistake will eventually send him to prison for a decade? Summer 2000. Leonardo Notarbartolo, 49 years old, walks into the Antwerp Diamond Center wearing a tailored suit and speaking 5 languages. To the building manager, he's an Italian gem importer seeking office space. Charming, professional, legitimate. He's actually a member of the School of Turin, a legendary crew of Italian thieves who've pulled off some of Europe's most sophisticated heists. Notarbartolo's specialty? Social engineering. The art of making people trust you while you study how to destroy them. He rents a sparsely furnished office for $700 per month. The lease comes with a perk that makes him smile. Automatic access to a safe deposit box in the vault 2 floors below. The vault he intends to empty. For the next 18 months, Notarbartolo becomes part of the Diamond Center's ecosystem. He attends trade meetings. He schedules appointments with established dealers. He makes small talk with security guards. His face becomes familiar, trusted, invisible. But during every conversation, every elevator ride, every trip to his safe deposit box, he's gathering intelligence. He times guard rotations, shift change at 8:47 a.m. He notes camera angles, 13 total, with blind spots near the basement stairs. He studies the vault's rhythms like a conductor memorizing a symphony. He hides a tiny camera inside a briefcase. During legitimate visits to his deposit box, he records everything. The vault layout, the security panel, the guards' routines, even the angle of the light sensors. The footage transmits to a device concealed in a fire extinguisher he installed himself. He discovers the golden window, Saturdays. The building allows tenants free access on weekends without additional screening. Motion sensors deactivate to let legitimate customers access their boxes. For someone planning to spend hours cracking safes, this is perfection. But studying the security is one thing. Defeating it is another. December 2002. Notarbartolo assembles his crew through the School of Turin's network. He needs specialists, each with unique skills. The king of keys, a locksmith who can feel tumblers through steel. The genius, Elio Denorio, an electronics expert who understands alarm systems like musical compositions. The monster, muscle and intimidation, though this heist requires neither. And speedy and Ferdinando Finado, wanted for previous robberies, who'll drive getaway. They meet in Turin, spreading blueprints across bolsters. Wait, wrong heist. Across a safe house table. Notarbartolo reveals his intelligence, vault diagrams, security specifications, guard schedules. Everything they need except one critical piece. How do they actually bypass 10 layers of security designed by paranoid diamond merchants? The answer comes from patience and repetition. For the next year, Notarbartolo tests the system. During authorized visits, he pushes boundaries. He lingers near sensors, observing their sensitivity. He asks guards innocent questions that reveal procedures. He notes which systems can be temporarily disabled during maintenance. The genius studies the vault's electronic infrastructure. He discovers something beautiful. The magnetic lock requires maintenance. Once every few months, technicians deactivate the magnetic field to service the plates. If someone could access those plates during maintenance, they could modify them without triggering alarms. Notar Bartolo volunteers his office for security upgrade consultations. The building manager, trusting this established tenant, agrees. This gives the genius authorized access to security documentation. By January 2003, they've cracked the puzzle. Not through brute force, but through understanding that every security system has a human element. Maintenance windows, guard fatigue, routine creating blind spots. They build a practice vault in a warehouse outside Antwerp. Exact dimensions matching equipment. They rehearse the bypass procedures until they can do it in darkness and silence, in perfect synchronization. But there's still the problem of time. Even with security defeated, cracking 189 safe deposit boxes takes hours. Each box has 2 locks, a unique key, and a 3-letter combination. They need a tool that can defeat both simultaneously. The King of Keys designs it. A custom-made hand-crank device that applies precise pressure while vibrating the tumbler mechanism. It looks medieval, but it works. In testing, they crack practice boxes in under 90 seconds each. February 14, 2003, Valentine's Day weekend. The crew meets for final preparations. They've chosen this weekend deliberately. Diamond merchants travel for the holiday. The building will be quieter than usual. Security, relaxed. Notar Bartolo distributes supplies, hairspray, electrical tape, aluminum plates, polystyrene foam, and the custom cracking device. He synchronizes their watches. Entry, Saturday, 11 p.m. Exit, Sunday, 6 a.m. maximum. 7 hours to become the richest criminals in history. The genius asks the crucial question, what if someone discovers us inside? Notar Bartolo's answer is immediate. We run, no violence, no exceptions, we're thieves, not killers. But how do you defeat infrared sensors, magnetic fields, and seismic detectors without triggering a single alarm? And which ordinary household item will become the key to fooling million-dollar technology? February 15, 2003, 11:17 p.m. Notar Bartolo enters the Antwerp Diamond Center using his legitimate access card. Security guard Carlos, wait, wrong country. Security guard Mark nods at the familiar face. Working late again, Leonardo? You know how it is, deals don't wait for Monday. Mark waves him through. He's seen Notar Bartolo work weekends dozens of times over 2 years. Nothing suspicious about a dedicated businessman. 3 more men entering through the parking garage, hiding in Notar Bartolo's car. Once inside, they move like ghosts through hallways Notar Bartolo has mapped 47 times. 11:34 p.m. They reach the vault antechamber. Camera 3 covers this angle, but the genius knows its blind spot. They press against the wall, invisible to the lens. The first door requires Notar Bartolo's key. It opens smoothly. Now comes the real challenge, the vault door itself. The magnetic lock connects 2 plates that must maintain contact. Breaking that connection triggers an alarm instantly. But during the previous week's maintenance window, the genius did something brilliant. He carefully removed the bottom portion of the screws holding the plates together while the magnetic field was temporarily deactivated. He replaced them with adhesive tape, strong enough to hold during inspection, weak enough to remove during the heist. The King of Keys removes the tape. The plates separate, the magnetic field breaks. Everyone freezes, waiting for alarms. Silence. The genius uses a custom aluminum plate to maintain the magnetic field while they work on the actual lock. It's elegant misdirection. The system believes everything is normal because the field remains unbroken, just repositioned. 11:52 p.m. They face the lock itself, 100 million possible combinations. But Notar Bartolo doesn't need to guess. During those 18 months of legitimate access, he secretly filmed the vault manager entering the combination. The footage, analyzed frame by frame, revealed the sequence. He inputs it now. 43, 87 22 09 61. The 3-ton door swings open with a whisper. 12:01 a.m., February 16th. They're inside the vault. Now comes the second layer, infrared heat detectors. These sensors register thermal signatures designed to catch anyone alive inside the vault after hours. Military-grade precision. Nodar Bartolo pulls out a can of hairspray. Days earlier, during another legitimate visit, he sprayed the thermal sensors with a fine mist. The residue creates an insulating layer that disrupts the infrared reading. It's temporary but brilliant. The genius adds a polystyrene shield, ordinary foam used for coffee cups, positioned in front of the sensor. It blocks their thermal signatures completely. $1 million technology defeated by $3 worth of drugstore items and foam. The motion detector and Doppler radar come next. These activate when the vault is closed for the weekend. But Nodar Bartolo's inside access revealed something. The system allows a 90-second delay when the vault first opens, giving guards time to disable it. They use this window. The genius enters the code, another sequence filmed during legitimate visits, and freezes the system. The light sensor remains. It triggers if vault lights activate after hours. Their solution? They cover it with electrical tape, then turn on the lights. The sensor detects nothing because it's literally blind. 12:23 a.m. All 10 layers defeated. They stand inside the world's most secure vault, surrounded by 189 safe deposit boxes containing the wealth of Antwerp's richest diamond merchants. The King of Keys positions his custom device against box 001. The mechanism bites into the lock, applying pressure while vibrating the tumblers. Crack. The box swings open. Inside $340,000 in euros, neatly stacked. They work systematically. Left wall first, then back wall, then right wall. Box after box explodes open. Some contain cash. Others hold gold coins dated from the 1800s. Bearer bonds worth millions. Uncut diamonds that scatter across the floor like frozen tears. Box 73 holds nothing but family photographs and a child's drawing. They leave it untouched. Box 156 erupts with $2 million in bearer bonds. Untraceable financial instruments as good as cash. They stuff everything into duffel bags. Some boxes are disappointments, empty or containing documents. Others exceed imagination. Diamonds packed so densely they seem fake under the light. One box contains the ashes of someone's deceased relative along with a note, "Forever in our hearts." The monster, the crew's toughest member, gently closes it without taking anything. Even thieves have lines they won't cross. 3:47 a.m. They've cracked 109 boxes. The duffel bags bulge with approximately $100 million in diamonds, gold, cash, and bearer bonds. The conservative estimate. The real value might be twice that, but safe deposit contents aren't registered, so no one knows for certain. Nodar Bartolo checks his watch. Sunrise at 6:32 a.m. Guards arrive at 7:15 a.m. They have time, but not much. They work backward now, resetting the crime scene. The aluminum plate goes back onto the magnetic lock. The polystyrene shield gets removed from the infrared sensor, but they leave the hairspray residue, betting it'll evaporate before anyone notices. The electrical tape comes off the light sensor. They lock the vault door, reset the combination lock, and restore the magnetic plates with fresh adhesive tape. To anyone checking Monday morning, everything will appear normal, until they open the vault. 5:41 a.m. They exit through the same route they entered. Nodar Bartolo leaves last, locking his office door like any weekend worker finishing late. The security guard sees them leave. "Good night, Leonardo," or should I say good morning. Nodar Bartolo smiles. Time flies when you're working hard. They load the duffel bags into Speedy's van and disappear into pre-dawn Antwerp. The perfect crime, executed flawlessly. But perfect crimes don't exist. Because 40 kilometers away, in a wooded area between Antwerp and Brussels, someone is about to make the stupidest mistake in criminal history. What ordinary piece of trash will destroy a $100 million heist? And how long before the world's most wanted thieves realize they're already caught? February 17th, 2003, 7:23 a.m. August Van Camp, a property owner near the E19 motorway, takes his morning walk through the Floor-Dambos woods. He's 68 years old, retired, and absolutely obsessed with catching litterers. For years, drivers have used his property as a dump. So Van Camp has developed a routine. Every morning he collects the trash, sifts through it for identifying information, and reports the litterers to police. He's successfully prosecuted 23 people for illegal dumping. This morning he finds something different. Multiple garbage bags hastily thrown into the woods. He opens the first one. Inside, candy wrappers, sandwich containers, receipt, and something wrapped in specialized paper he recognizes immediately. His wife worked in Antwerp's diamond district for 30 years. That's diamond wrapping paper. Then he finds the emeralds. Tiny stones scattered among the trash, each maybe $200, $300 too small to bother collecting during the heist. Van Camp doesn't know about the Antwerp Diamond Center heist yet. It hasn't been discovered, but he knows this trash is suspicious. He calls the police. 8:15 a.m. Detectives arrive expecting routine illegal dumping. They catalog the contents systematically. Receipts from a supermarket in Antwerp, dated February 15th. Half-eaten salami, gloves covered in dust and stone particles. Envelopes stamped with the Antwerp Diamond Center logo. A work order document for security system installation written in Italian. The work order lists a company, Damoros Preziosi. The client, Leonardo Notarbartolo. 9:04 a.m. While detectives process the trash, the security guard opens the Antwerp Diamond Center vault for Monday morning business. He sees the first opened safe deposit box, then the second, then the third. Then his knees buckle. The vault looks like a bomb detonated. 109 boxes forced open. Valuables scattered across the floor. Velvet cases torn apart. The floor glittering with fragments too small to steal. Within 30 minutes, every news station in Belgium is broadcasting the story. The largest diamond heist in history. Over $100 million stolen. 0 alarms triggered. No violence. No witnesses. The thieves vanished like ghosts. The trash bags become Belgium's most important evidence. Forensic teams work through the night. The salami is key. They extract DNA from the bite marks. The receipts reveal purchase times and locations. The work order connects to Notarbartolo's office. Detectives visit the Damoros Preziosi office. It's empty. Completely empty. No furniture, no equipment, nothing. The space has been rented for 2 years without ever being used for legitimate business. They interview the building manager. Leonardo? He's a gem trader, very professional. I've known him for years. When did you last see him? Saturday night. He was working late. He often does. The manager's face goes pale as he realizes the implication. February 18th. Forensic teams process Notarbartolo's office. They find the hidden camera in the fire extinguisher. They find the footage of the vault layout. They find notes on guard schedules. They find everything except the diamonds. Police issue warrants but keep the name secret. They're betting Notarbartolo doesn't know about the trash discovery. If he thinks he's safe, he'll return to Antwerp. They're right. February 21st, 2003. 5 days after the heist. Leonardo Notarbartolo walks into the Antwerp Diamond Center to pay his office rent. He believes the trash dumping site was secure. He believes the investigation has no leads. He believes he's untouchable. He's arrested the moment he enters the building. Within 24 hours, coordinated raids across Belgium and Italy capture the genius, the king of keys, and the monster. Speedy is arrested at his home in Turin, surrounded by enough diamonds to blind the arresting officers. At Notarbartolo's apartment, police find his wife and 2 associates frantically trying to clean evidence. They find trace amounts of diamond dust in the ventilation system. They find fresh paint covering walls that were recently damaged, possibly by hiding stolen goods. But they don't find the diamonds, not the bulk of them anyway. Maybe $5 million recovered total. The other $95 million vanished as completely as the thieves almost did. The DNA from the salami matches Notarbartolo perfectly. The receipts from the trash show Ferdinando Finotto on security camera buying the exact items listed. The work order connects Elio Dionorio to the security system. The evidence is overwhelming, and it's all because someone got hungry during a heist and didn't properly dispose of a sandwich. On February 24th, just 48 hours after the discovery, Leonardo Notarbartolo is arrested in the lobby of the Diamond Center itself.